Let me tell you the story of two clans that have been working in Sanctuary for many centuries, but that nobody really heard of before Diablo Immortal. Two groups of heroes, created to defend the mortal realm from the burning hells. Hi, I'm Wallace, and here is the story of the Shadows and the Immortals. It all started in the ancient city of Corvus, one of the first city of Sanctuary, built by Diablo the Builder, a Nephalem and a master crafter. Diablo was not a fighter, but she wanted to protect Sanctuary from the continuous demon invasion, so she crafted the Eternal Crown, a powerful artifact that bestows great power to its wearer, and gave the crown to his son, Kion. Fueled by his new power, Kion formed the Immortals, a group of elite warriors that swore to defend the mortal realm from the burning hells. On the other side, Diablo charged her daughter Akiba with an even heavier burden, watching over the Immortals. Knowing that power corrupts, Diablo wanted to be sure that the Immortals would be forever worthy of the gifted power of the Eternal Crown. In order to fulfill her duty, Akiba created the Shadows, a group of chosen heroes that would work from the dark. A hidden backup force always ready to take over should the Immortals fail. Their job was to consistently test the Immortals, looking for weakness and apathy, and if an Immortal was to die, the Shadow would take their place. It was sure, as Diablo predicted, that at some point during their watch, the Immortals would become corrupted by their immense power, and it is at this moment that the Shadows would have to intervene and overthrow the Immortals. And if they happen to be victorious, the strongest member of the Shadows would have to take the crown and the responsibility that came with it, as the new leader of the Immortals. It is not sure how many days, months or years passed, but at some point Kion failed. The power of the crown was more than he could bear and corrupted him so much that her own sister was forced to put an end to his reign. And it is said that it's after the Immortals battled against a legion of demons led by Rakanat, in which the outcome is unclear, that Akiba and her Shadows striked. The Immortals were defeated, and Akiba, being the strongest, the wisest and the most dedicated of the Shadows, took the crown and replaced his brother as the leader of the Immortals. If we think about it this way, Diablo kind of ensured the eventual death of his own son Kion. Is that what we call the legacy? Anyway, before Akiba entirely devoted his life to his new role, she created a cycle of strife to ensure that there will always be Shadows to test the Immortals. The main idea behind this cycle was to continuously form new Immortals to guard Sanctuary and new Shadows to test them. Once the Shadows deemed the Immortal too corrupted, they would initiate the Rite of Exile, a sacred challenge to try dethroning the Immortals in combat. And if they ended up victorious, the Shadows would become the new Immortals and the cycle of strife would restart. In the year 1270, the year where the event of Diablo Immortal took place, the proud Immortals mostly serve as elite knights of Westmarch, but they owe their real allegiance to Diablo. Their meeting room, the Hall of Ascension, can be accessed from the very top of Westmarch, where it can be seen from everybody. As for the Shadows, they operate their secret organization in what they call the Court of Whispers, a secret hideout in the basement of the Wolf City Tavern, also in Westmarch. To become either a Shadow or an Immortal, one must first find the time-worn scroll, which is said to only appear to those truly capable of defending Sanctuary. Once found, the adventurer will need to participate in a rite of passage organized by the Unspoken. And if deemed successful, the hero will be allowed to join the Shadows and start gaining ranks in the secret organization, and maybe one day, becoming an Immortal himself. This is the cycle of strife. This is Diablo's legacy.